You know, there's something that happens to all of us as we get a little older. Those little aches and pains that seem to creep in, that afternoon slump that hits harder than it used to. Or maybe you've noticed it's just a bit tougher to open that jar of pickles these days. And while we might chalk it up to just getting older, what if I told you that sometimes the solution is simpler than we think? It might just come down to something as basic as protein. That's right, protein isn't just for bodybuilders or athletes. After 60, our bodies actually need more of it to stay strong, energized, and healthy. But here's the thing, many of us aren't getting enough without even realizing it. Maybe our appetites have changed, or we've fallen into routines where protein-rich foods aren't the star of the show anymore. And that's why today we're going to talk about the most 5 key signs your body might be asking for more protein. And of course, the best ways to give it what it needs. Now let's start with the first sign, feeling weaker or losing muscle strength. Have you noticed it's harder to carry groceries, get up from a chair, or even climb the stairs? It might not just be age, it could be your muscles literally hungering for more protein. You see, as we get older, our bodies become less efficient at using protein to maintain muscle. It's called sarcopenia, and it's why protein becomes even more important after 60. Without enough, our muscles slowly waste away, leaving us feeling frail. But the good news? It's never too late to turn things around. Adding just a little more high-quality protein to each meal, like eggs, Greek yogurt, or lean chicken, can make a world of difference in keeping you strong and independent. Another big clue your body might need more protein: slow healing. Do small cuts or bruises seem to take forever to heal? Or maybe you've noticed that a minor illness, like a cold, lingers longer than it used to. Protein is the building block for repairing tissues and supporting your immune system. When you're not getting enough, your body simply can't bounce back as quickly. Think of it like trying to rebuild a house without enough bricks. It's going to take a lot longer, and the results might not be as sturdy. So if you're noticing that your body isn't recovering like it once did, it might be time to take a closer look at your protein intake. And here's one you might not expect: constant hunger or cravings. If you find yourself always nibbling on snacks, especially sweets or carbs, it could be your body's way of searching for quick energy because it's not getting the steady fuel it needs from protein. Protein helps keep you full and stabilizes your blood sugar. So without enough, you might feel like you're on a never-ending search for your next bite. Sound familiar? Now, before we move on to the next 2 signs, let's pause for a moment. These changes can be so gradual that we don't always connect them to what's on our plates. But the truth is, protein isn't just about muscles. It affects your energy, your immune system, even your mood. And the best part? Fixing it doesn't have to be complicated. Small, simple tweaks can make a big difference. So if any of this is ringing true for you, stick around, because we've got 2 more important signs to cover, and then we'll dive into the best protein sources for seniors, including some delicious, easy options you might not have considered. Trust me, your future self will thank you for this. Now let's talk about something many of us experience but rarely connect to our diet: that constant feeling of fatigue. You know the one where you wake up tired, push through the day, and by mid-afternoon, you're ready for a nap that never comes. Here's something interesting. While we often blame fatigue on poor sleep or just getting older, protein plays a crucial role in keeping our energy steady throughout the day. Unlike sugary snacks that give us quick bursts followed by crashes, protein provides slow, sustained energy. If you're feeling like you're running on empty no matter how much you rest, your body might be signaling for more protein. And here's another subtle but important sign: thinning hair and brittle nails. Now I know what you might be thinking. Isn't that just part of aging? While some changes are natural, protein deficiency can accelerate these issues. Your hair and nails are made of keratin, which is, you guessed it, a protein. When your body isn't getting enough protein, it starts prioritizing vital functions over things like hair growth. So if you're noticing more hair in your brush or your nails breaking more easily, it might be worth looking at your protein intake. Now let's shift gears and start talking solutions, because knowing the signs is only half the battle. The good news? Getting enough protein doesn't mean you need to start eating like a bodybuilder or choking down protein shakes if that's not your thing. There are plenty of delicious, senior-friendly options that can easily fit into your daily routine. First up, Kurtuexamirum. They're nature's perfect protein package. One egg contains about 6 grams of high-quality protein, plus important nutrients like choline that support brain health. And they're so versatile, whether you prefer them scrambled, boiled, or in an omelet with some veggies. Eggs are an easy way to start your day with a protein boost. If cholesterol is a concern, remember that recent research shows dietary cholesterol doesn't impact blood cholesterol as much as we once thought. But of course, check with your doctor about what's right for you. Another fantastic option is Greek yogurt. It packs nearly double the protein of regular yogurt, with about 15 to 20 grams per serving. It's also rich in probiotics for gut health and calcium for strong bones. Try it with some berries and a drizzle of honey for breakfast, or use it as a base for smoothies. For those who find meat harder to digest as they age, Greek yogurt can be a real game changer. Now I know some of you might be thinking, but what if I don't eat much meat? Or what if I'm vegetarian? Don't worry, we've got you covered with some excellent plant-based options too. Lentils and beans are protein powerhouses that also deliver fiber and important minerals. A cup of cooked lentils provides about 18 grams of protein. That's comparable to some meat portions. They're incredibly versatile in soups, stews, or even as a meat substitute in dishes like veggie burgers. And here's a tip that might surprise you. Cottage cheese is making a comeback, and for good reason. It's packed with casein protein that digests slowly, keeping you satisfied for hours. Plus, it's soft and easy to eat, which is great if you have any dental concerns. Try it with some fresh fruit or on whole grain toast for a protein-packed snack. But before we move on to our final protein sources and wrap things up, I want to address something important. Increasing your protein doesn't have to mean completely overhauling your diet overnight. Small changes, like adding an egg to your breakfast or swapping your afternoon cookies for some Greek yogurt, can make a significant difference over time. The key is consistency, not perfection. Now let's talk about one of the most delicious ways to get your protein: fish. Especially for those of us who find red meat harder to digest as we age, fish is a wonderful alternative. Salmon in particular is what I like to call a superfood for seniors. Not only does a 3-ounce serving give you about 17 grams of high-quality protein, but it's also packed with those heart-healthy omega-3 fatty acids that support brain function. And here's a little secret. Canned salmon is just as nutritious as fresh, often more affordable, and requires no preparation beyond opening the can. Try it mixed with a little Greek yogurt and herbs for a protein-packed sandwich, filling that's kind to your teeth too. For those who enjoy meat but find some cuts too tough, let's not forget about a slow-cooked dishes. A tender pot roast or pulled chicken cooked in the crock pot until it falls apart is not only easy to eat, but also a fantastic way to get protein without working too hard in the kitchen. The slow cooking process breaks down tough fibers, making the meat more digestible while preserving all that valuable protein. Plus, these meals often yield leftovers, meaning you're setting yourself up for several easy protein-rich meals with just one cooking session. Now, I want to share a little trick that many nutritionists recommend: the protein-first approach. When planning your meals, think about your protein source first, then build the rest of the meal around it. This simple mindset shift can make a big difference in ensuring you're getting enough. For example, instead of just having a bowl of soup, add some shredded chicken or beans. Instead of plain pasta, mix in some tuna or ricotta cheese. These small additions can significantly boost your protein intake without requiring major changes to how you eat. As we wrap up, I want to leave you with this thought. Paying attention to your protein intake isn't about following some strict diet or counting every gram. It's about giving your body the building blocks it needs to keep you feeling strong, energetic, and healthy in your golden years. Remember those signs we talked about: the fatigue, the slow healing, the muscle weakness? Each one is your body's way of asking for help, and now you know exactly how to answer that call. The beautiful thing is that increasing your protein can be both simple and enjoyable. Maybe you'll start your day with an extra egg, enjoy some creamy Greek yogurt as an afternoon snack, or treat yourself to a delicious salmon dinner. Whatever changes you make, celebrate them, because each one is an investment in your health and independence. I'd love to hear from you in the comments. Have you noticed any of these protein deficiency signs in yourself? What are your favorite protein-rich foods that are easy to prepare? Your experiences might help other viewers too. If you found this information helpful, don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more tips on thriving after 60. Here's to feeling stronger, more energetic, and enjoying every bite along the way.